Why is there, I mean really, why is there a sand dune on top of a mountain? Pain in the ass. If I wanted to be at the beach, I'd go to the beach. It's ridiculous. It's actually sand. It is like walking up a sand dune. I'm not actually complaining. I knew it was coming. Seeing all the comments and the gut hooks, people make it seem much worse than it is. They must have never walked up sand dunes before. But it is painful. It's very hard work and slow going. And these people who build these mountains know there's breakfast at the top. Breakfast. Alright, just left Timberline Lodge about 15 minutes ago. It's just after 11 AM and I'm taking a gamble here. There's a pretty high chance I'm either going to catch up with people or come across people going the other way while talking to my phone. Like an idiot on a phone on a stick. So keep it pretty brief. There was a lot of hikers at breakfast. It was a decent breakfast. I don't know about the best meal on trail. It was just a buffet breakfast. Perhaps I've been spoilt by all the mining camps that I have stayed in and the food they served there, which was roughly the same. It was tasty, it was good. And there were a lot of hikers. I think there was at least 30. So stuck in a bit of a big bubble now. Everyone's kind of condensed up and heading north. 52 miles, something like that, to Bridge of the Gods, which is the bridge across the river which separates Washington and Oregon. It's quite a hilly section to get there up and down, and then a huge downhill to get there, all the way down to 77 feet above sea level, or is that 20 meters? 20 meters above sea level. So I believe that to be the lowest point on trail, after the highest point being 13 something on Forest, or 13,200 feet on Forest was the highest official point of the PCT, all the way down to 77 feet at the Bridge of the Gods. So it's going to be an up and down section to get there, but I've got about a bit over a day and a half to do it before these friends or family of a friend of mine, before I meet them there, and they are graciously accepting me into their home for a day or two while I sort out everything. It's a little bit more of a push than I'd like. I should have, out of courtesy, I tried to predict when I was going to be there and give them as much notice as possible. Hey, how you doing? However, I may have been a little ambitious. I mean, not ambitious, it's totally doable. It's just going to be quite a late day today to try and get at least 20 miles in, because I don't really want to have to do more than 30 tomorrow to get there. So we'll see how it pans out. My resupply box in Timberline was kind of pointless. Just useless at this resupply stuff. You think after being out here for 4.5 months I'd have figured out how to figure out how much water to carry and how much food to carry, but no, I haven't. Sometimes I still carry way too much water, and other times I carry way too much food, and sometimes I carry way too much of both. Fortunately, it's never under, but yeah, just put half the resupply box straight into the hiker box, basically for other people, because I just didn't feel like carrying it. I thought about it because it's going to be stuff. A lot of it'll be stuff I rebuy, and well, screw it, I just didn't want to carry it for 2 days. Oh, people coming. I'm gonna get off this. No, get off. It really doesn't look like it, but this is one of the taller log crossings we've come across. It's probably Well, I just walked across the top log, but now that I look at it with that rope there, I was probably supposed to walk across the lower one and hold onto the rope. But walking across the top one, it was probably, it really doesn't look it in the video, but it's probably about 10 feet down. So, almost guaranteed broken ankle. And I decided to try and film myself doing it. Dickhead. Whew. It's been a tough day. It's at 4:30. I am not thrilled to say that I've done 17.6 miles today and just tripped over my own feet. I mean, that's 15 miles since 11, so 15 miles in 5 hours. It's about to be expected, really, but 5.5 hours. Been some steep climbs. Started off very sandy with a lot of climbs. Thankfully, that sand seems to have passed and I'm back to firmer ground again. Yeah, there's been some big climbs. Not that Oregon ever really got flat, but it definitely feels like getting more towards what I expect from Washington. I want to keep going. I definitely, at the moment, I've done 17, at least about 33, 34 miles left, maybe 35. So I definitely want to keep going. I want that number to be below 30 or 30 or less for tomorrow. Just because I don't like doing more than that in the day. I can do 30. It used to be comfortable. Now it's not uncomfortable, but yeah, it's still tiring. So if I can get that down to about 28 today, 28 tomorrow, that'd be ideal. Which will take me to about, I guess, 22 today. So it's a couple more hours. I told myself I'm going to hike till 8 o'clock tonight, but I don't have a very good record of hiking till 8 or any later. Certainly not after dark, and dark's about 8:30, quarter to 9. But yeah, I got to get those numbers down just so tomorrow's more feasible. Get in. I think about a week ago into Shelter Cove, I had 29 done by 4 o'clock with a 6 a.m. start. I don't know if that's possible tomorrow. I don't know if I'd try for it, but it becomes doable, which means I can get into Vancouver, Washington. I keep specifying Vancouver, Washington because it's not Vancouver, Canada. That's another few weeks away yet. But I can get in there with enough time to have a shower, maybe do my laundry, and hopefully take these people out to dinner. I'm sure they won't let me get them dinner, but I'm sure as well going to try. Not a lot in the way of views today. I mean, there were some spectacular ones earlier, but thankfully, I mean, I'm actually glad I've been in the trees. Its temperature's not too bad, but it's certainly much cooler in the trees than it is in the sun. I even had a really nice breeze before, but I've got a fairly dense wall beside me here, so I'm not getting much in the way of breeze that way. And that would be nice. Whoa. It would be nice views out that way if I could see through those trees. But anyway, not much else to report. Oh, actually, speaking of views in the trees, how's that for timing? Spectacular view. There you got Mount Hood, right there. Look at that, stunning. I might stand here, have a drink, maybe even have a snack, and jeez, that's a good view. This video does it no justice. You really should be here. It doesn't even look real. Definitely a spot to take 5 minutes, have a break. There's yet another view of Mount Hood, but this time I'm looking at it from the northwest side. Today I approached it from the southeast. I moved all the way around the south side and then up on the west, and now I'm northwest of it.
And it's always very cool when you see the progress you make, rather than walking towards these monsters for a couple of days and them never seeming to get closer. It's very cool when you go, oh, hell, I just walked 40 kilometers around this big sucker, in and out and up and down through all these valleys that you can't quite make out in the shadows. But it's been a steep day, climbing day, but every now and then get some great views of this mountain and the glaciers that are up on it.
Well, doesn't take long for me to get fucking pissed off. Just got into water source where I was planning on camping. Space for at least 5 tents there. 3 fuckwits have set up there. They're gigantic tents. Oh, not even that big, some of them are, but set them up to take up all the space so no one else can camp there. Sort of wandered like they're all in their tents already. It's 7:15. I got no issue with that. I like going to bed early. Scoured around the area, nothing else available. So to say, hey, people in the triplex, which is quite a large tent, it's like, do you mind if I set up behind your tent here? And they're like, oh, I suppose there's not really any other space. I'm like, yeah, there really isn't. They're like, oh, I mean, yeah, I suppose. Fuck off. No, you stay in your damn tent, take up all the space. Don't worry, I'll just hike on and find somewhere else. Fuck. Can tell they're not through hikers. Through hikers, even if we don't like each other, we still move and make space for everyone. There's no, leaving someone out. I should have sat up there anyway, made as much noise as possible, and then should have gotten up at 2 in the morning, packed up as noisily as possible just to spite them. I don't know, they'll be somewhere else. I just load it up on water and they'll be somewhere. On the plus side, it's less miles than I walk tomorrow. There were actually some nice spots about a half mile back before there, but I'm not going backwards. Going forwards, north. Screw going backwards. Probably be my undoing. No, I could have gone a half mile back and camped in some decent spots. Now I probably have to go 6 or 7 miles north to find a decent spot. Who knows? Just pisses me off. Seems so put out that someone want to set the tent up near this. What are you planning on doing? One guy on the other tent was actually watching TV. Who watches TV out here? It's a weekend. You can tell it's a weekend. No, wait, it's not even a weekend. Anyway, put some music back in, and with some luck there'll be another spot soon.